guys, what's up? Zombombsy here, and today I am playing a pretty new game. I actually don't know what it's made, but it started going viral from what I've seen. Like, more people starting to play it around now, so I don't know if it's new or not. But it is, as you can see, The Park. Really great game. I have seen the trailer, but I don't know if this will be too bad. Hopefully not, because I don't like getting scared that much. Okay, Funcom presents.
In my heart and mind, I always return to Atlantic Island Park.
This sounds depressing.
Where's Mr. Bear?
I haven't seen Mr. Bear, Callum.
It's an interesting name. I like that name, Callum.
Stay in the car. I'll go and ask information.
I don't like the looks of this place. Like, I can't walk that way.
Patrons, the park is now closed. Please make your way to the car park at your earliest convenience. Employees, prepare the park for shutdown.
Callum was born the day this place opened. This is his favorite place in the world.
Atlantic Island Park, tribute to the untamed heart of Solomon Island and the people who use their talents to bring the dream of Nathaniel Winter to life. May this park be a place where joy and laughter are gathered and used to infect all of those who follow after. Dedicated this first day of May 1977. Ooh.
What?
That's why you don't do drugs, kids.
Hey, Lorraine. Lorraine. Don't blame yourself, Lorraine. People lose things all the time. Take a deep breath. Think about the last place you saw your son's teddy bear. Hey, stop! I think your boy just ran into the park. I'll unlock the gates for you.
How does he know that the teddy bear is missing?
Callum, I told you to wait in the car.
Catch me, Mommy.
Don't jump! Oh. Some kind of catch, I guess.
There's something special about the entrance to an amusement park. A line drawn between the real world and the world of whimsy within. On this side, the apathy of our everyday lives. And on the other, anything we might dare to
John
dream.
Cena! Okay, I'm sorry.
It's no wonder Callum ran back inside. I wouldn't want to leave either.
Attention employees, the park is now closed. Have a safe journey home.
Probably not good. What the? Well, oh, who is that? Dude, there's someone down there. Is that the guy in...
Oh God. The park. What happened here? Come back, Callum.
Can't catch me.
I'll catch you, little boy.
I'm not playing anymore, Callum.
I don't like the looks of that place. That's nice. Looks like there's faces in those rocks. This is a really nice looking game though. I really like it.
I think this belongs to Callum. Chad the Chipmunk, huh? Just a drunk guy in a suit.
Chad the Chipmunk welcomes you to Atlantic Island Park. Chad can be seen in daily ice sculpting shows in the following locations. 11 a.m. Sideshow Alley, 1 p.m. the Octotron, 3 p.m. Parkinson's. Chad the Chipmunk, worst in class. Chad can't even sing to pass. Chad gets angry, likes to fight. Chad is beaten every night. Chad will have a dead-end job. Chad will die a useless slob. That's
I wonder
nice.
what this is.
Purchase the land on Solomon Island for a pittance, I might add. Whatever old Archie Henderson died to the locals, just the mention of his name had people slamming doors and locking shutters from the moment I arrived on the island. My lawyers had arranged everything in advance, but the realtor still had to come and deliver the keys to me personally. He took it upon himself to offer me another warning. I don't know what you're planning to do with this land, my winter, but the soil here is bitter with a curse. Jeez. Carved from the old country, old man Henderson, he did tumble darn things. The land remembers, sir. I dismissed him shortly afterwards, mostly amused by his pathetic attempts at warning me off. I have a great vision for this place and the will to see that vision through to the very end. Atlantic Island Park, the name is perfect and I cannot imagine it being anything else. This is the start of something amazing. Okay, I don't like reading in this game, I know that. But it's like the words blend in.
Callum, stay where you are.
I don't like the music. Tunnel of Tales.
Come on, Mommy.
Near a great forest, there lived a poor woodcutter, his wife and his 2 children. A boy named Hansel and a girl named Gretel. They were very poor and had very little to bite or sup. "What will become of us?" the woodcutter asked his wife one night. "I tell you what, husband, we will take the children into the thickest part of the forest tomorrow and abandon them there." "No, my wife, I cannot do that," said the man.
Triggered.
"Then we will all 4 starve, you fool." Hansel and Gretel overheard their parents talking, and Gretel began to weep. "Do not fret, Gretel," Hansel said. He crept out of the hut and gathered white stones from the ground to fill his pockets. The next morning, the woodcutter leads the children into the forest. Before they leave, their mother gives them a slice of bread and warns them that they will get no more food that day. Clever Hansel leaves a trail of white stones behind them as they pass into the woods. When their father leaves them, the children wait a while, then follow the trail back to their parents' house.
Is he gone?
After receiving a thorough scolding from their parents for getting lost in the woods, the children are sent to bed without any supper.
He put them in the
Hansel
woods.
tried to sneak out and collect more white stones,
are the
but
worst
found that
parents
the
ever.
door was locked. "Tomorrow I will take them into the woods myself," the wife told the woodcutter. In the morning, their mother gave them a slice of bread and led them deep into the forest once again. Hansel broke his bread into pieces and left a trail of breadcrumbs to lead them safely home. But hungry-eyed birds snatched up the breadcrumbs and his trail was destroyed. Abandoned by their parents and unable to find the trail home, the children wandered in the forest for 3 days.
3 very whole days?
The children stumbled into a clearing with an exceedingly strange house. Its walls were made of gingerbread, and its windows were panes of clear sugar. Hansel, desperately hungry, ran forward and began to nibble on the walls.
I like eating houses too. I understand what it's
Nibble,
like.
little mouse. Who is nibbling at my house? An old woman emerged from the house, sniffing the air and peering around with cloudy eyes.
It's like their mother.
Oh, you dear children, who brought you here? Just come in and stay with me. No harm will come to you. But Hansel and Gretel stayed back, for the old woman reminded them of their cruel mother. Come, children, don't be afraid. I have something for you. The old woman offered them 2 enormous lollipops. The children took them and began to eat. You see, nothing to fear here. Come inside, the old woman urged, and the children, still licking their sweets, followed.
Oh!
Once inside the house, the old woman changed. She
What was
stuffed
that?
Hansel into a cage and put Gretel to work, sweeping
like
and
this.
cleaning her hut. Your brother will make a good mouthful, the old witch told Gretel. Once he is fattened up, I shall feast upon him.
That's not very nice.
Time passed, and poor Hansel refused to eat, fearing the day that the witch would eat him. The witch, for her part, grew impatient. Today I will cook and eat your brother, Gretel. Climb inside and light the oven. But Gretel pretended not to understand.
That smart Gretel.
I do not know how. Where is the opening? Fool, the old witch said. The opening is here. And she moved to show Gretel. Seizing her courage, brave Gretel gave the witch a shove, and the old crone tumbled forward into the oven. Gretel slid a large iron bolt over the door to the oven.
That is smart.
Gretel freed her brother Hansel, and together they lit a fire beneath the oven. And though she screamed and begged, the children sat by the oven until her screams had stilled, and the witch was cooked.
Wow.
And then, because even children can't survive on sweets, They divided up the body of the old witch and ate her.
I don't remember it ending like that. Does anybody else? Comment down below if that's the version that you got told when you were a kid. Or now. Wait, what? What was that? It just turned around. I'm glad to be out of this. Did anybody else just hear singing? Like, humming, like those creepy ones?
Hansel and Gretel. I used to read it to Callum when the electricity was shut off.
Bruh.
Those poor children. The whole world against them. The forest, the birds, the old witch, even their own parents. I used to imagine that Callum and I were the kids in that story. Not mother and son, but brother and sister, hand in hand against the unkind world. We were always hungry, looking for our own house made of candy, looking for the sweetness that could take the pain away. Hunger leads people to desperate, terrible places where the tree branches reach like claws.
That's interesting.
Another accident. This place.
Despite the constant interruptions to work, Atlantic Island Park will be opening on time. The governor is booked to cut the ribbons, so the only real question is whether we will have any customers. I'm not truly worried. The customers will come out of simple curiosity and deduced that was needed from the bound writings of Archie Henderson. It's astonishing to think that a resonance of positive emotions can be used to fuel such a process. Henderson himself chose to use negative, and that caused some of the taint that still lingers in this place. I will not make his mistakes. Very soon I will know if this has all been for nothing. Okay. Is that Mr. Bear with a knife to his eye? Mr. Bear! I don't think Mr. Bear is feeling alright. Who do that? Don't you throw a rock at me. Jeez. You think that was Chad? Or the dude that was standing at the front? Like after we went up the elevator stairs. I forgot what they were called, so let's just call them elevator stairs. I don't like the look of this.
This old thing used to make the blood run to my head. Make me dizzy.
That is creepy.
The guy just snapped. Those poor kids.
We were waiting for our turn on the ride, Frank, me, and the boys. This fellow in the chipmunk suit is making an ice carving while people took photographs. Lawrence wanted to go over to him, but I've always been a bit wary of those suits. They give me the creeps. It's silly, I know. Anyway, the chipmunk man, he was carving and picking away at the ice. And at first we thought he was making some animal like a tiger or lion. But as more and more ice fell away. When you first looked, it was like a human free face smiling out of that block of ice. But the more you looked at it, the more you saw that there was something not quite right about the proportions. Something unnatural that made your heart begin to beat just a little bit faster. Like you were prey and that thing in the ice was a hunter. But then these teenagers walked up and one of them made a face at the carving and said something rude to the guy in the chipmunk suit. And then, well, he went berserk. For a few moments it was chaos. Everybody was running away from the guy who had one of the teenagers on the ground. He was stabbing with the ice pick, and blood was spraying and people were screaming. And Frank and I had the kids and we were dragging them away as fast as we could. And the last thing I saw before Frank dragged me away was that the eyeball of one of those poor kids had landed on the ice sculpture, making the horrible creature look more or less alive. That doesn't sound nice at all. Why does that not look safe to me?
I can't get on while it's moving.
True. True that, true that. What? Wait, is that... Dude, I swear, I just saw that dude in there. The dude that was at the bottom of the elevator stairs. Yeah, dude, look, there's a guy in there. Jesus Christ. What is that? He's gone. He's in there. Look, the guy is in there. That's that big guy that I just... I don't like being right here while he's standing there. I'm just gonna do this. You know. Let it destroy itself.
Oh, I remember this.
There happens... Oh, dude, look, he's in the background. Wait, didn't... I bet you he has this picture and he, like, put that there. If not, that is a weird coincidence. Like, look, he's in that background under the octo ride. Weird.
Treachery hides in thoughts. Treachery that lashes like a whip and scars our insides. The first time I saw Callum, my thoughts betrayed me. I looked down at this wrinkled, red, bawling thing and I thought, is that it? We build our world from expectations, and the world that I had built for Callum was no different. He was so real, so there, and so far from my expectations. And they shattered, and as they fell in pieces, that one treacherous thought became a new foundation. All of the love that we shared, all of the warmth and goodness that followed, built on a single, traitorous thought.
Is that guy dead? I thought that working in the park for a summer would be a lot of fun, but the end of season here really drags. There aren't that many tourists around, so most of the staff spend their days standing around gossiping, and most of that gossip is about Chad. Steve. See? Even I am starting to call him Chad, and I went to school with the guy. It's that god dang suit. In the beginning it was a laugh. Steve, the local lush, as Chad the chipmunk, child-friendly mascot at Atlantis Island Park. Lock up your daughters and all of that, but but the more he wears that suit, the weirder Steve is getting. At first it was a little thing, like refusing to change out of the suit at work and taking it home with him every day. But then I saw him at Susie's Diner still wearing it, and it wasn't even a work day. Some of the staff complained discreetly to park management about the smell, and I saw him walking and talking with Mr. Winter, the owner, one day, but nothing else seems to have changed. The suit still smells like a carcass whenever Steve walks by, and apparently Steve has picked up some new skill since the last time I saw him plucking up in a gutter outside the... No, wait, what is that? Puking up in a gutter outside the Psychoil station, because he sure as hell can carve me nice sculpture. Those shapes he makes in the ice, though, they give me the creep. Steve came by the booth today, lucky me, and he hung around for a while. I couldn't really tell because of the suit, but it seemed like he was just staring at me, sizing me up, eye-fooping me, whatever he was doing. I asked him what he wanted, and he just stood there, not saying anything. Eventually, I called my supervisor, and when he came by, Steve wandered off. My supervisor told me to put everything in writing, so here it is. Also, I quit. I don't want to see the chipmunk suit ever again. Oh! No. What is this? Is that like the Octoride man? Oh, looks like him. Why do I not like the looks of
Constant
this
crashes and
place?
80s music. Guess it floats someone's boat.
I just want to see what's down that way. Oh. Okay, taking the transport of the bumper car into the arena, one of the straps attaching the load to the truck came untied, causing a cascade of bumper cars onto Francis, who was standing directing the driver. Francis was crushed by the weight of the cars. Describe any injuries caused. Francis was killed. Oh.